Here are the laws that I think are, I don't like them. I don't like either thing that's going on. They're deciding today, this is the FDA is deciding perhaps to take all menthol out of cigarettes. This may affect some others in the room. I don't know if you all are menthol men.
No, they're awful.
It affects, I'll tell you what, though, 85% of black smokers smoke menthols, which I had to back that up on TV. I didn't realize that. So a lot of people are saying, and the reason they're doing it is because to improve health of African Americans, because 85% of black smokers smoke menthols, and they're taking the flavor out entirely, or they're thinking about it. It would take 2 years to do it.
I was always told menthol had like glass in it or something.
Really?
Yeah,
I always heard menthol cigarettes are 10 times worse than regular.
Yeah,
ones.
Is that just smokers' urban myths?
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Are they worse for you? Do you know?
That's what I've heard. That's from studies. That's what they.
Well, I mean, it's something extra in it that you're dragging into your lungs.
But none of the data that I've seen have said they are legitimately worse for you, right?
I don't know. It's been decades that I've read that.
Yeah, cigarettes as a whole are terrible.
My friend Ricky used to smoke menthols, and most other people around could not stand. They hated menthols. But
I told you my brother Charles. He always smoked menthols because he said no one would borrow them.
That's right. You did tell me that. That's right. Because nobody else smokes.
No one never bummed menthols.
That's a very good point.
It's true.
Apparently, it's huge amongst the African American population. I had no idea. And so it literally is an idea to get that group to stop smoking or to lessen smoking. But I think that's not fair. That doesn't seem right to me.
The number one or number two cigarette in at least the United States to sale, I think, is Newports, which are menthol cigarettes.
Yeah.
And they might be the highest selling cigarette over Marlboros or Camels.
Really?
Or whatever.
And they're menthols.
Oh yeah.
Well, if you smoked menthol, I mean, I'd be hopping mad. It's like that's like saying, okay, we're taking Polynesian off the menu at but the government is saying we're taking Polynesian off the menu at Chicken and Pickles because it's got too much sugar and too many white people are eating that Polynesian. I was like,
Yeah. I'll say I will say in the food service, working food service.
Yeah.
In my younger days, I will say it seemed like the white guys smoked Camels, Marlboros. The black guys smoked Newports.
Apparently that's
like when we would all go have a smoke break, everyone had their own.
Apparently that is absolutely the way it is.
It's been 30 years since I smoked a cigarette. Except that night I got really drunk with Dave 10 years ago.
He offered you one?
Yeah. No, he didn't offer.
He didn't offer you one. Okay, you took it.
But anyway.
Shoved it in his mouth.
Yeah.
Smoking.
But I kind of enjoyed the menthol.
You did?
Yeah, because I had a little bit, I tried Marlboro or Winston's, and I tried... I guess Salem's, and I didn't mind Salem's.
They're not as harsh when you take them in.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of cool.
They're minty.
It says a cool flavor, right?
I liked it.
I think it's racist.
It
my
could be.
God,
but you know what? When it comes to cigarettes,
but it's for health,
For health, and when it comes to cigarettes, there's no rules. I mean, it's for health purposes. You can throw them under the bus.
He's finally joining the anti-racist brigade in the strangest way possible.
I mean, doesn't it?
I know.
If they say, "Here's a product,"
that's racist.
Let them smoke.
The judicial system? No,
I'm sorry.
The vending machine.
This is something I can see. It's like, wait a minute. Black people love this product. Okay, let's take it away. What in the what? I mean, why? I'm hopping mad about this.
Well,
this is the second time I've defended smokers in the last week. I've said they should be able to advertise, and I don't think they should be taking menthol out of it. Now, but overall, it's all about health. I mean, they're saying that. They're saying the government is literally making them stop putting menthol in there because of
what percentage of Americans smoke now?
Is it 20, 15, 18?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's so low.
It's got to be low.
I bet it's more like 10.
I was going to say under 15.
My guess.
10 years ago when we started talking about smoking going away, I thought y'all were crazy. Now, I think it's going to be gone eventually.
Chris, you're talking about smoking. Go ahead.
Hey, guys. Good morning, P1.
Thank you.
Let me start off by saying I'm not an advocate for smoking. I worked for a tobacco company here in town, the third largest one in the country, for 4 years. For starters, Newport is the highest selling menthol cigarette. I believe maybe you're aware Lorillard Tobacco was sold to R.J. Reynolds in 2015, and Reynolds took Newport. But since then, and you're right, it's a bit discriminatory against minorities who are smoking certain brands. And let's get something right. It's not about health. It's about control. It's about regulating things that don't need to be regulated. Big big government type stuff. But the other thing that bothers me is that the government wants it to go away so badly, but people have no idea just how many billions of dollars a quarter are given to the government in taxes by these large tobacco companies.
Even though smoking is lower than it's ever been in our history, probably, they still make billions of dollars off of it.
Billions. I mean, when I was working there in 2018, I heard a number that in the first quarter of 2018, something like $28 billion was, taxed against the tobacco companies. $28 billion in one quarter.
Wow. Still big money, even though there are fewer and fewer people smoking. It's discriminatory. This thing is discriminatory. This is a product. I mean, if they said, as I gave the example about Polynesian, too many white people are eating Polynesian sauce, we're taking it away. No, you're not. Take it out of my cold dead.
Would that be the call of every white person?
Yes. Take it out of my cold dead hands.
And they will.
How dare you?
It will be cold and dead. Just with the smokers, too.
How dare you do something like that? I just think, I can't believe they're doing that.
I looked up the numbers, by the way, and according to the CDC, 14% of Americans smoked as in 2019.
So 14%?
It was 20% 15 years ago.
Okay. So
and I'm guessing those are regular smokers.
Right.
Yes.
14% smoke, and of African Americans who smoke, 85% of those smoke menthol.
Yeah, I don't know the breakdown.
That's what they said. Now, I don't know how many of the 14% are black people smoking, but 85% of those smoke menthol cigarettes. You're getting ready to lose it. Hannah, you're talking about smoking Newports. Go ahead.
Yeah, I had a friend in high school, and she smoked Newport. And after a couple years, she started coughing up blood.
Because of the menthol, do you think?
So I think it was. That made her stop smoking Newports, and eventually she stopped smoking cigarettes.
That is, I mean, they do say, I mean, it is an extra additive in there. Do you think that's what the government is going to say? Health reasons. I guess they already are saying health reasons. But are you with me? It's discriminatory.
I mean, I think the government does a lot of other things that we should care more about than limiting menthol.
Okay. Than limiting smoking, because smoking is such a
That's how they're going to counter it. They're not going to say, we're taking this away because black people like it. They're saying it's an extra additive that it's unhealthy.
But they're saying they want fewer black people to smoke. I mean, that's what they said on the
that's
news.
a byproduct, yes. But
Thank you, Hannah. Appreciate it. Well, of course, they're never going to say we're not going to take it away because black people like it, but they're going to say,
and if there are
trying to help your health.
Yeah, and if there are studies out there, I mean, how are you going to, if you don't say anything, then they come back and say, how come you didn't say anything? If you do these studies, I mean, you got to put it out there. I mean, the facts are the facts, yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I'll tell you, though, yes. Yeah, they have to say it like that.
You're for the black people wiping themselves out with lung cancer. I just want to get your story straight.
Is that how my campaign opponent, Chris Kelly's, wanted to wipe out an entire...
Smoke themselves into the graves, he said.
Your grainy black and white picture on the TV screen. Chris Kelly says.
I would lose the African...
Said, leave the Newports alone.
I'm trying to get the African-American vote, and I'm saying they should have a choice, or everybody should have a choice if they want menthol. I just don't... It's tantamount to saying... Oh, whites are eating too many Big Macs. Big Macs are now off the menu. You can't have Big Macs. Or the special sauce. Yeah, that's what it would be like. It'd be like, too many white people are eating special sauce. Special sauce taking off the Big Mac.
What? Or what was your noise?
Not doing it to me. Not doing it to me, Jack. One more law that's got me up in arms today. Illinois may become the first state ever to pass a House bill to make it illegal to release balloons outside at celebrations, birthday parties, whatnot. We've seen that for a long time. Parades, releasing balloons because it causes so much environmental damage.
Who are they going to arrest? I mean, the balloons are not with you anymore.
The balloons, well, that's true. $500 fine if you're caught doing it. If you release a balloon or have a balloon release at a party, at a funeral, whatever it might be, $500 fine for doing that.
And I don't know the answer, could the balloon industry come up with a more biodegradable balloon?
I don't know. I wonder if they could. Now, listen, nobody fights harder for the environment than me.
Right.
Nobody.
You've seen.
Nobody buys more balloons in this show than Kelly.
That's right. I do buy a lot of balloons. There's something about a balloon release I like. I know that later ducks choke on them, but I like a balloon release when I go to whatever it might be. Don't you like to see that?
Yeah, more than ducks.
More often I see them dropped, like at conventions. Those are strange.
Is it just helium balloons that are released, not drops?
Any outdoor event. And I would assume an outdoor event would be released so that the helium ones would go up. But what happens is, of course, they fall 20 miles away and get into lakes and ponds and
they don't
the woods.
They don't dissolve.
They don't degrade.
They don't degrade.
No, and it is an environmental thing. And again, I want to. Who is more of a champion of the environment than me? But
well,
oh, did you want me to start the list?
Nah, let him roll. He's on a roll.
Yeah, just let him go.
if I was in the House of Representatives in Illinois, I would stand up and say, "Come on, let's keep this going."
On the banks of the Great Lakes, as they drag out balloon after balloon after balloon from Lake Michigan.
Are we really?
Blocking the Mississippi.
Are we really going to stop it?
The headwaters or the Mississippi passes right through.
It's just so much fun, It's just so much fun to.
It's
really...
just the Mylar balloons, isn't it? It's not
it's all of them. It's all of them. In fact, I think Mylar are better than the ones that are the plasticky balloons.
I thought those were the ones that never
break.
They never break or lose their air.
I don't know about Mylar when it gets on the ground, but either one of them is going to be around forever. I mean, no balloons. They're saying no balloon. What are the ones? Rubber. I mean, you have rubber on the ground forever, along with the Mylar. They didn't say a different. They just said no balloon release whatsoever.
All right.